Good morning, everybody. We are gonna do some hashtag van life things. I carry around this 6-person base camp 6 by REI because I do like to spread out. Lived in that for 5 months in Alaska, and I've had it out many times. All my tools that I use are in this box. Generator gas in this box. That is some low E I'm going to install when I work on the ceiling up there and put it up. Pine pellets for my toilet. I have some cones for emergencies. I have a ladder, telescoping ladder, because I do have to get on the roof today and do some self-leveling lap sealing around one of the fans. It just looks wonky. So we're going to do that, and then just the bag for the clam and that. But anyway, what I want to show you is van life things. I don't know about these people that sit around in the desert and party and drink beer or whatever, but there's always something to do. And I found after 3 years, starting 4 with this clam, and it's been perfect, but it was outside for 5 months in Alaska. And I lived in a tent and I lived in this clam because I was in the back of my pickup truck then and not my Ram ProMaster. And yeah, we need to fix that. I'd like to get another year out of this because they more than doubled in price for the clam. They've more than doubled in price. So I definitely would like to see if I could get another year or more out of it, but I've gone around and looked and I don't see any holes. But it doesn't surprise me. I mean, this has been up in the desert, extremely dry, in Alaska, extremely wet, and that just, when I noticed that just broke my heart. So we will fix that. I actually have some tape seal for tents because I have a tent. So anyway, I got the ladder out of the back of the van, and that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to repair that, and then we have some other items that probably have to get done. We got to chop down some of this wood. I think I'm going to dig a fire pit so I can burn some wood. And that's what we're going to get up to today for van things. All the solar lights are charging. They go under the van at night, up on that little knoll. So, catch you in a minute. We're also powering up the drill battery. Right there, I have a full box full of tools. There's the drill. I'm going to power up the battery because I need to run the drill and take care of some things inside the van today. And yeah, here's my version of van things. All right, that's a piece of tape. Oh, that just breaks my heart. It really does, because you can tell it's not gonna. That's pretty tight. I'm gonna have to try and keep that maybe not as tight. Oh, great. All right. Okay. So I will also tape it on the inside. This tape has worked pretty good. I did use it on a tent before, because these are pretty water resistant. These are not these clams are not waterproof. They are water resistant. So after I bought it, I did put some waterproofing on it, which is probably worn out by now. The sun ought to help heat that up, and that should be able to bend a little bit. But this clam was up in 40-mile-an-hour winds in Quartzsite, Lake Havasu, in Alaska. What would happen is this middle part would cave in because everything else was, there's Lily, everything else was tied down. So what I would do is I have some tension rods, and I would put a tension rod in the center and really put some pressure on that upper center piece to keep it from caving in. If I saw the winds were going to be consistent 45 miles an hour for several days, I would get it down. But typically, you wouldn't have days and days and days. But this clam has been up in some hellacious winds, and it has really, I mean, you figure for 3 years, the sun, the heat, all the things that you get into in the weather, rain, storms, and in Alaska, let me tell you, with all the bugs, you damn sure better have someplace to go, because you will be eaten alive. The state bird, by the way, in Alaska is a mosquito. All right, here we go with, let's see if I can one-hand this. So I placed the tent repair tape on the, I don't know how this is going to work because there's a seam right there. So, let me see here. I guess I'll do it. This is going to be a little more messy. Not happy with that at all. All right, so let's see if we can tighten that down a little bit. Just want to get another year, right? These things are actually more than double the price they were. 3 years ago. All right. So this tape is, like I said, specifically made for tents and canvas bags. And that heat ought to probably heat that up and help sort of glue that down. Let's see, you know what? I want to fold it into that crease so it just sort of folds with the tent. We'll see how that holds. At least we'll keep the, definitely keep the rain out, right? Should drain right past that tape on the outside. And hopefully, cross our fingers, right? Hopefully that holds. But we have a lot of other van life things we got to do today. I need to pull out the drawers today in the truck, and I've got something poking out on the side of the van, and I don't know if it's the van, a screw actually from the van. You see this dimple right here? You see that? I never dropped anything or anything, and I noticed that a while back, and so I need to pull the drawers away from the wall. I'm going to run a magnet down there and find out what could have possibly caused that.